So I know I'm a day late and $1 short talking about this Super Bowl, but we finna get into what everybody want to talk about anyway, the halftime show. Nessa, girl, forgive me, girl. I partied so hard during the Super Bowl, I had to take a day off afterwards so I could get my mind right and travel back into my body. Nevertheless, girl, did you get into the Super Bowl halftime show? Let me start out by saying this before I say anything in detail about it. If you have anything negative to say about this Super Bowl halftime show, you are a bona fide, certified, fortified, crazy-fied hater, okay? Dumb Latin hoes came through, wrecked shop, whoop ass, and took names later. You listen, they didn't miss one double cha-cha, one pas de bourrée, one forte turn. Everything was on point. The costumes on point, the fireworks on point, the backup dancers on point, the lip sync track on point, shade bitch, the hair on point, everything, the weather was on point, the bottled water that they drank was on point, the batteries in the microphone was on point, everything was on point, okay? Y'all cannot hate. Shakira and J-Lo did the damn thing, and the subtle political statements that they made during the show were just sheer genius, the way they incorporated them into the show subtly. Now, we got to talk about the nitty gritty, right? Because there's always a subsect of you bitches out there that just ain't gonna be happy about anything. First and foremost, for those of y'all who are saying y'all were not impressed, excuse me, or it was mediocre at best, fuck you, cause you lying. And number two, they are not Beyonce. Everything is not to be compared to Beyonce. Beyonce is not the end all be all. Them girls did equally just as good, if you let me tell it. But let's get down to what some of the people really had issues with. A lot of people had issue with the fact, particularly Miami people, that it was, for lack of a better term, a Latin Super Bowl halftime show. Me personally, I did not have an issue with it. I know that this is the unpopular opinion, but every time it's not your turn. And for me, sometimes diversity means taking a step back and allowing somebody else to have a chance. You see what I'm saying? Miami has done a very good job over the years of blanketly marketing the entire nation of Miami as the corridor to Latin America. Okay? And because so, oftentimes when people try to do things here, be it new reality TV shows, Miami-based commercials, and as you see a Super Bowl show, their go-to default is, let's give it some Latin flavor. Now, as somebody who is from Miami, Florida, you know, this Super Bowl halftime show did help flare up tensions between black people and the Latin community. And not because one community has issue with the other, but I think a lot of the black people's frustration is somewhat misplaced. But we, they, them are frustrated because they feel like once again, we have been left out. All right. So if I can make that simpler for a lot of people, it's not that many black people had issues with J-Lo and Shakira. It just further exacerbated the tensions that have been there for years of once again, we were left out. Now, you got another set of people who were saying Miami was left out. That J-Lo and Shakira is not Miami. Miami wasn't represented. They feel some kind of way. And I want to say two things following that logic. Number one, the Super Bowl is supposed to be in Tampa next year. Following that logic, is a Tampa artist supposed to represent? Y'all want Kaya ass up there? Tampa Tony? Or when the shit is held in fucking Wisconsin, y'all want the Popcorn Brothers up there? So this whole getting upset because of this whole notion of it's in this city, so this artist has to perform, I think that's a very slippery slope and a dangerous precedent to set. Secondly, what did y'all want and who from Miami did y'all want up there on the stage? Let's be totally fair and honest. If we're going to call a thing, let's call a thing. Miami's artists, for the most part, and our music has never really appealed to the United States as a whole, and it's always been in that Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, that southeastern corridor. With that being said, yes, we had Trick, Trina, Luke, 2 Live Crew, Pitbull, and Flo Rida, and a few others. I'ma tell you this straight up. Don't you ever stand up in public and mention Trick and Trina and the word Super Bowl halftime show in the same sentence ever in your damn life. You don't lost your goddamn mind. Y'all mean to tell me y'all want a Trick ass to get up on the stage and tell 80,000 people, do you want to motherfucking die? Come see I. Or you want a Trina to tell the whole world she was the baddest bitch. Ghetto superstar, nigga eat the pussy like a sushi bar, might bust a nut on my Gucci bra, might let a nigga hit the coochie raw. Like, y'all cannot tell me, first and foremost, there's not a one Trick or Trina song that even go with fireworks, background dancers, and a costume change. Number one. Okay, and that's not shade, that's just true tea. Number two, the people only got but so much time for the damn show. Who all and how all did y'all want them to incorporate all these people in? Now listen, I'm not going to say, now, and this is no shade, I do think Flo Rida and Pitbull both are big enough artists to have captured, the masses and the attention of all, but I really don't see nothing wrong with it had been J-Lo and Shakira. Now, if they would have came through and the show was lackluster as fuck and raggedy and non-entertaining, then I would say, you know what? They should have went with somebody else. But the question I have for you, politics aside, feelings aside, is were you entertained? Were you entertained? And if you were entertained, sit back and maintain, baby. Every year ain't gonna be our year. You know what I'm saying? Think about. And yes, a lot of people made the argument that the year that they had Beyonce, it was very diverse. Y'all, we got to be somewhat flexible when it comes to these arguments, because Beyonce came through and made that the most blackity black Super Bowl that we have ever seen. And we've got to allow somebody else to have a chance to spicing they shit up with adobo. So I'm just saying, y'all fall back on this. Not to mention, Yolanda Adams ass sang America the Beautiful. What more is it that y'all want? And if y'all really mad, y'all need to take it up with y'all Jesus and y'all Mary Magdalene, Jay-Z and Beyonce, saying as though they can't do no damn wrong. Moving right along. Miami Gardens. So a lot of people, and I am from Miami Gardens, formerly known as Carol City, and there's a plethora of news articles online right now about how Miami Gardens hosted the Super Bowl, however, but did not receive much of the financial benefits of the Super Bowl, because a lot of the events and whatnot surrounding the Super Bowl did not happen in Miami Gardens. Miami Gardens missed out on approximately $1 million in permits and fees. And so a lot of, again, black people, because Miami Gardens is a working class, majority black community. Once again, we're feeling taken advantage of, meaning the Super Bowl was held in our backyard, but we didn't reap any of the benefits, which leads to more of these frustrations of people feeling left out. And these people's feelings are valid. They were left out. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. These people were left out. But we have to take it a step further and ask ourselves, why was this particular community left out? I'm from the community, and I'm here to say this. Miami Gardens has a marketing problem. Miami Gardens' overall image and offerings are inconsistent with the global and national image of Miami. What do I mean? When you think of New York, you think of town square and subways. When you think of LA, you think of the Hollywood sign and movie stars. When you think of Miami, you think of beaches and people rollerblading with two-piece bikinis on. Correct me when I'm wrong and acknowledge me when I'm right. When you think of Miami, you think of sandy beaches and palm trees. Therefore, when people come to Miami, that is what they are looking to do. It's unfortunate, it's unfair, but they are not looking to go to Hattie Mae's House of Meatloaf. Okay? They are not looking to go to Williams Barbecue Pit. They are looking to go to Wet Willie's, LIV, the Delano Hotel, Bikini Beach, Muscle Beach. That is what people come here to do. Now listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't have two magic sticks that's going to magically put a beach in the middle of 27th Avenue and 183rd Street. I do not. I don't know what the answer is. All I'm saying is that we have to be real and we have to be practical in our expectations. Nobody travels to California to go to Rancho Cucamonga. I can't even say the damn shit, okay? And we don't travel to LA to go to fucking Crenshaw. We go there to go to Hollywood and to go to Malibu and all those other things. And Miami is no different. So yes, you have the right to be in your feelings. And yes, the Super Bowl could have done more and poured a couple more dollars into the community. But truth be told, in my personal opinion, that would have been charity. Because it would not have been the most desirable thing to do. You know, and I'm sorry, while the Super Bowl was here in Miami Gardens, I don't think that it's the Super Bowl organization's personal job to set aside a personal plot of money, time, and effort to appease a personal group of people. I think it is their overall job to appease the overall demographic. And granted, I don't have the exact stats, but I am willing to bet that the overall overwhelming majority of people who could afford $5,500 tickets wanted to be where the lights, camera, and the action was, and that was the beach. I think, and I don't understand, and I don't necessarily know how the politics around all of this work, but maybe moving forward, the city of Miami Gardens can just charge a tax or a fee off rip to make sure that they get what it is they need to get or they feel they deserve. That way we don't have to feel so bitter when events and stuff don't happen into the city of Miami Gardens. Listen, I don't have all the answers. I was not voted into office to be the one to come up with these solutions. That's the commission and Oliver Gilbert, them job. Take the shit up with them. I'm just here to tell y'all, if I was traveling from somewhere, my ass would want to be on the beach where the action was, and it is what it is. And last but not least, if I couldn't be where the action was, let me at least be where the stripper was. Nessa girl, did you get into this stripper bowl fiasco? These bitches, cue them from quality control. Y'all don't goop the fuck at these girls. Okay, they had the Super Bowl, stripper bowl. Over 300 and something strippers was in the building. The girls were not allowed to touch the money. All the money was on the floor. Girl, it's videos floating around the Facebook right now and Instagram about patrons was getting put out trying to stuff money in their purse. Security was getting their ass together. And apparently the girls had to sign some kind of contract saying they wouldn't get fully naked. They wouldn't touch the money. And I guess the money was going to be divvied up in some sort of fair way at the end of the night. Well, girl, the people is complaining. And P done took to social media and released some poorly fabricated puss-ass statement talking about, I am not responsible for the fees and the money. Let me read this shit verbatim. So let me stop lying on this man. Let me read exactly what the shit say, because somebody had done sent it to me. Said, to all the dancers that was at the party last night, please understand that we do not own the club or the venues. We don't control or make the rules on how many girls dance, who's split or pay out, how much money gets stolen. I personally know a lot of money was thrown between our camp, and y'all know this. We don't do the contracts with the dancers. Sorry for any confusion that went on, but that's out of our control. We will get better control of this at the next time we do this fun event. So he said, the part that got me is personally, I know a lot of money was thrown between our camp. Yeah, and a lot of money was kept between y'all camp too. P, folks was rocking with you, but I'm telling you, you'd have been better off keeping your goddamn mouth closed. You cannot tell me, P, that you rented out a venue, brought all this money, celebrity, fame, notoriety to these people's venue, But yet you are so hands off in the logistics that you just made these people all this money, spent all this money, and you had no say so in the inner workings of your event. That's some bullshit, bruh. That's bullshit, and it's insulting to your community to think that we that damn stupid that we gonna fall for what we saying. Get them girls they money. Get them girls their money. What the fuck y'all did was went to the bank, y'all fronted like y'all was finna dish out all this money, and y'all kept 75% of the very money y'all threw on the floor, plus kept the bar, plus kept the entry fees, plus kept the valet, plus kept the toiletries that y'all sold in the bathroom, and every other ancillary service that y'all provided the damn people. Bitch, it was the heist of the year. You gooped the girls. P, you pulled the stunt. You pulled a stunt, run around with all these Miami folks. You don't pull a stunt on the girls, and now these girls is trapped. Some of them trapped in the closet trying to rob niggas, and the rest of them trapped at Miami and Fort Lauderdale International Airport trying to get their ass back to Greensboro, Wisconsin. This was some bullshit, Pete, and y'all know better than this. Get them girls they damn money. Y'all need to have an emergency scribble bowl part 2 for everybody who's stranded or who spent their rent money trying to buy a costume for this shit and didn't get paid last night. Nessa girl, the Super Bowl down in Miami was a whole lot of fun. I had a lot of fun despite everybody's up and down temperament and feelings. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. And I'm going to call you later. Bye.